All right, well, hi everybody. This is David Cross, and I'm going to have a video today about AI engineering. I know everybody has a different terminology and what that means to them and how they work with AI, but I want to show you some projects that I'm working on and something I'm trying to do to help others in terms of operational guides, documentation, any type of topic research, and to almost immediately provide an operational guide with customization, wizards, other types of functions in a basically single prompt, or what we really should call an instruction set. And as I've been developing this over time, and I know many of you have seen the videos, AI Dave maybe got bombed in your account with those when I did that, I apologize. But I've been working with those videos, not necessarily to do videos or because you know, there's anything in that for me, but because I'm learning how to customize and to really provide precision level editing and the abilities to prompt something single prompt and to get a workable solution easily. But also to do this in a way that it can be done through a single HTML file, copyable, usable on any system, without having to worry about the applications, the development, the platform, and dependencies on that back end. So as I've gone through this, I've worked in many different platforms on this, and I've kind of resolved myself to doing HTML. And in the HTML, it builds this generator. So I have a application that was created by ChatGPT that I've been working through. And this generator basically gives me full functionality to either customize every section of a help document or instructional guide or topic-based instructions and to provide that level of detail so that it can be prompted for, again, sections that are included, headers, logos, look and feel, and how that data is displayed and how the application is going to look and feel. So I've been working through this for a while now. I've got some great ops guides and just want to give you a demonstration of it here today. And we'll hopefully see how everything works in this in a single shot here. So first of all, the guide itself is tremendously tweakable, let's say, in terms of configuration. If I wanted to go in and set up various colors, different types of themes, I can do that and apply those, and it'll give me the visual look and feel. I find that the enterprise clean look and feels nice, or if you want to do dark theme, it'll have that setting. Again, each of the sections then are configurable for the colors. So you can fine tune these and then save it. And really what it's doing when it saves everything to the local storage of your HTML. So if you clear your browser, you lose this until you save it. So you want to make sure that if you create or edit or modify things that you download the bundles, which will include all of the settings and JSON you need to load it. So some ability to download and save that, which is important. The content selections, when you're not using a preset, which I'm going to show you a preset today, but we started off with this in terms of in this documentation, depending on what the context is, you may have areas that include risk in terms of what these risks are for commands, read, write, delete versus read only. You then have validation checklists that would go through and give you a checklist of prerequisites or things tied to that particular topic or understanding. And it really breaks this down into individual parts and components based on how you select these. The other parts of this then will be that as you go down into the various settings, it's going to show you how this is defined. And then it gives you the ability to tweak each of the individual settings in terms of look and feel. So you can do that in each area and also tell you like in terms of helpers, wizards and things. And this is what we're going to do today. Sensitive data, making sure that it retracts any of data or redacts it from any displays. So it's really, really a fine-tuned tool designed just to give you single prompt output. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to use a single prompt, which is what we're doing today, but I want to use a wizard, which is what I've been working on to kind of demonstrate how this works. So in terms of the research, and this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to have put in a prompt that I'm going to take to ChatGPT, paste it into it, and it's going to give me back a full-featured or fully exhaustive, detailed list of prompts that I'm going to type back into it. So what I'm going to do here is we're just going to do a real simple one. So I'm going to do build the request. I'm not going to fine tune anything, but I could go down and add any of my, company specific or any kind of research specific details I want included. And I'm just simply going to copy it. I'm going to go over to my chat GPT. I'm going to paste this, and it's going to go tell GPT to go out and research this topic and create a wizard, or tell a prompt to create a wizard that will give us something usable from a client side that we can use as a function. Yeah, and we're going to go through that. So here it's going to build it. We're going to give it a few minutes and let it build out this list, a few seconds at least, depending on the extent. Now, if you put in a very large list, you may have 10 things on the list of items you want researched. Each one's going to be very exhaustive. So you can expect that this will carry on for a bit when you do this. Also be careful of your tokens. So if you're using this in a guide, limitation of tokens, it can build quite a list. So now here, I'm going to go back up and I'm just going to paste this. And this is all I want, and I'm going to tell it to generate the prompt, and I'm going to copy that prompt. And I'm going to go back into my GPT, and hopefully everything is working right. And when it's uploaded, we're going to tell it to create a document. Now, this is going to take a minute. But while this is working, and some of you are probably going to ask me, why am I doing this? Why are you building a generator to build a generator? and the answer being, I wanted something that I could reproduce every single time consistently. I want to be able to give this away to somebody through email or HTML or download and allow them to build their own docs. And I want it to be in a specific custom format, which I'm, trademark or not trademarking, but same look and feel as I move through this. So I've used this for a lot of things. I use it for just about everything you can think of, from NTP to DDI. So I'm using IP address management, calculators like what we're doing here, DNS domain generators, wizards, things like that. And I'll show you another that's kind of more full feature. And then the answer then is to allow anybody to do any topic. And I can then take this and do, HVAC, car repairs, a couple other guys. So you can do pretty much anything you want to. But while this is also generating, I've been doing this with other tools, such as prompt engineering for videos. So when I want to go out and actually build some humorous little things and test and stuff, I can build scenes. And I can go out and describe each of the scenes, and it'll build a prompt for me for each one. I copy, paste, and build the images, videos. Great tool when you need to have some type of characters and consistency. I'm also working on some network diagramming tools. I've used Visio for many, many years, still do, and I've done thousands of diagrams. I'm just personally done dragging, dropping images and glyphs to drag wires together and build diagrams. I think I'd rather describe it and build it and see if I can do that. So I built another tool, which we'll go through in another video, that goes over and allows you to prompt and upload images that you want to be visible in the HTML or as the icons as it builds out the image, and it literally will build a two-dimensional, three-dimensional wired diagram as if you were wiring everything in Visio through a prompt, and single prompt, and that prompt seems to work very consistently elsewhere. So we'll come up with another video. I'm just trying to fill in time while it's doing this. Matter of fact, I think I might pause this for a second and come back when it's done. But you can expect that as it's building this HTML, it's going to take a minute, generate it, and then it should give you a download link that we can then open and work from. All right, and as it completes it, we're going to have our ops guide. It'll show us a video, quick view of what it looks like, and I'm just going to go ahead and download it. Save that, and I'm going to open this up in another window. Here you go. And so here's our ops guide. I'm going to go ahead and do dark just to keep it comfortable, change the window size. And what we asked for is we asked for a subnet calculator that allowed us to take a prefix target, any other requirements here, and to calculate. And there you go. So this guide allowed us, just in that matter of time, prompt, level of going back through this and making sure that as we're building this prompt engine, which is what we're calling it here, I'm calling it, is that it's building this interface appropriately, and it interprets it exactly as we intended it to be in this file. So that was a 5-minute example. I didn't do any other tweaking to this. I didn't do any other modification. It was a one-shot prompt and a one-shot use, and it works and appears to work great. So Point of the video is, again, as you're going to see, I'm going to have some other videos. I'm going to introduce some of these and show you really some of the advanced capabilities of what I'm referring to and how this works. And I will say that I've run out of ideas, folks. I have done 40, 50 of these guys. I've done everything from the moon to the engineering to HVAC, you name it. And I'm running out of ideas. So feel free to send me yours and I'll generate one and see what we can do with it. But I wanted to show this other one because I did ask for one earlier here. And I've been working on this. I'm going to do dark theme as well. And this one here, I wanted to have kind of a catch-all calculator. So I did some for the network summary, the IP address conversion and sorting, converting all of this between v4, v6, additional IP helpers, calculators, you name it. So it's really a fully featured document now that I can give off to customers. I can provide to partners and to professional services engineers that can use this, which took me 15 minutes of time. And again, people ask me why, and my whole point, and I've been doing this for 40 years, since literally I was a Radio Shack employer, employee and manager. The more you help people, the more knowledge you transfer, the more everybody understands, and then this now makes sense, and it can help others move on in their lives and do things. And I'm all for that, and that's what I want to do. So here it is. So let me know if you're interested in this. I'm still kind of tweaking it. This wizard this morning, I fixed up a lot of this, but hey, this is where I think the future is. I don't want to replace people. I want to make it easier for us to use the AI for our benefit to help our lives and our jobs and things moving forward. So I want to thank you for your time again and welcome back. And we'll have a few more videos coming up showing you some more advanced AI prompting capabilities. Thanks, everyone. Take care.